understand the cost that is involved. What? There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. I said close them doors. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Sir, what is close the doors? Close the doors. Close the doors. Sir, what is close the doors. I'm telling you this. Close the doors. Huh? Close the doors.
What kind of shit is that?
Close the doors.
And we're done. We're done. We're finished.
Now, this didn't really, when I forget his name, Cha, he said, this didn't really mean what you think that it meant. That's not what it meant. What I meant is that, you know, we just want to make sure that everybody was all right and safe. Now, I'm just kidding. I forget what he said, but he definitely said it didn't mean that he necessarily needed and wanted all that money. Marvin Sapp. Is that Marvin Sapp? I forget what his name is. Okay. But now this is recent. Okay. I really love William Murphy's voice. I love his music. I do. But child, he is wilding the fuck out. All right. Now I ain't realized he was continuing. This is as of 2 days ago. This says Pastor William Murphy, William Murphy says he's believing God for 7 people to sow $20,000 seeds, encourages congregation to open credit cards to obey God if necessary. RBN, you still here? Colors love to be scammed. Okay. Thank you, Marvin Sapp. Thank you. So this is the man that's swag surfing in church. He's the one that's walking out. Now walking out. Well, maybe that was somebody else, but he's doing all this type of mess, right? All right. So I didn't realize he was really leading a church or anything, but let's hear what he has to say. Well, let me shout out. It's on site. It says during the sermon, Pastor William Murphy said he was believing God for 7 people to give 20,000 while others could give 10 or 5. Wow. That's nice. He also suggested that if someone didn't have the money, immediately they could open a credit card to obey God. So the Lord said to go into debt. That's what the Lord said. So I should go open my Sapphire Reserve and then give 20,000 to William Murphy. Is that what y'all saying? Is that what he's saying? Okay. Thank you, boo. He said they be owing the Pookies that's banging their wife. Child, I don't know. Thank you, Reaper. Coloreds love to be scammed. All right. So let's hear what he has to say. This is my first time hearing it. Where's everybody in the background? These are all open chairs. All right. Anyway.
Just see by show of hands what God is asking you for. You've never given an offering that big before. Let me see. If you believe in God for your business to make $1 million, it could be a $10,000 seed. If you believe in God, it could be a $20,000 seed. I'm just going to tell y'all, it's already in writing. I'm believing God for 7 people to give a $20,000 seed. I know they're going to have this on the internet, but I don't care. Somebody going to hear it and they're going to give the 20,000. I'm believing God for so many of you. I don't know the number right offhand, but I'm believing God for a number of you to give a $10,000 seed, a number of you to give a $5,000 seed. Y'all, some of y'all sitting in here right now with $5,000 purses. They don't never have a sale. If Louis Vuitton had a 24-hour sale, some of y'all would apply for a credit card. I'm telling, put it on the internet. I don't care. Go apply for a credit card. You would apply for a credit card to do anything else? Go get you a credit card so you can obey God. Let me just see.
First of all, shout out to Drewski. We already knew. Okay. Those of us with some common damn sense, right? All right, cool. So I thought that they would teach people not to go into debt. That's what I've always been taught. Don't go into debt. If you're going into debt, then that means that you're living beyond your means, right? That I never heard a pastor ever, and I've been in church since I was a kid, that they ever say to go open up a credit card. Now, I understand that it's 2026 and things have changed. And people have changed. And clearly the church has changed. And maybe this is why they got low attendance, except for biatches. Okay. I'm just saying. They looking for one of y'all sassy straights, regardless of what they be saying. But ain't it interesting? Pastor Murphy here not just became, it's been a few years. He is an Omega Psi Phi. Let's bring it back to Greek. So he's an Omega Psi Phi. He's a grown ass man when he decided to pledge. We'll see that later. And now, well, he's already a pastor. And now he's saying, just go ahead and open a credit card. That don't sound right to me. That don't sound right to me. Oh, you're trying to say that has something to do with Greeks? Well, what I'm saying is that the Greeks, the bourgeoisie, the D9ers, all the way up here, and I know you can't see me, but they take care of each other. They support each other. So then they'll come out and say, this is not a problem, but they condemned Drewski, even though this, yet again, with another pastor proves his point, which we already knew because I went and redid the video and showed every single scene that Drewski put up there because we already had him because we was already making fun of these fools. Shout out to us because we be knowing, right? We be knowing. But some people just want to keep going in there because what he just said makes sense. He's shaming y'all to say if you got a purse then or a Louis Vuitton, and I'm not saying he lying, but he said if y'all got a Louis Vuitton which never goes on sale and y'all buying that, then you can go open a credit card to go and sow to the Lord. Because if you give $10,000, you're gonna get 100,000 because you need to believe in the word. Believe in the word, y'all gonna get all that money, okay? I'm just saying. That's what he said. Is that how it worked for y'all? I was told you don't go into debt. You get out of debt. That's probably racist. That's probably white supremacy that I'm talking, of course, right? Of course. Go into debt, colors. And it's everybody but y'all. You know I'm talking to the colors. Blacks, African Americans, chocolates, ebonies, FBAs. Child, pick a name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, all right? Y'all already know. Shout out to RBN. Thank you, honey. He said William Murphy, also known as Murphy Lee. What the hook gonna be? He can sing, okay? He can move me to tears, okay? But y'all, he's turning me off with all this. I didn't realize it was that bad. I love his music, though. Absolutely, I do. Shout out to Frederick Howard in the building. Thank you for the super sticker, as always. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to Night J. Thank you, hun. She said, Pastor said, I am leaving here with something. He's basically saying, close the doors. Close the doors, basically. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. But let's hear it again, child.
Show of hands, what God is asking you for, you've never given an offering that big before. Let me see.
Put your hands in the air if you've never, and they probably out there putting their hands up because they think, oh, I'm in church, I got to tell the truth. Child, I would have been, first of all, I would have walked out because I wouldn't be sitting here for this. But just say I stayed. My arms would be crossed looking at this ninja like, ninja, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. But child, I wasn't born yesterday. People probably up there raising their hands. I've never given $20,000. Child, how many times do we got to hear that people don't even have $500 for a car breakdown or a repair, even though 171 million of y'all are going on vacation? So something around here just ain't right. Somebody is lying around here somewhere. So I guess I can understand why William Murphy and all the other pastors are saying, child, y'all can give 10 and 20. Y'all just don't want to because y'all would rather go on vacation. Y'all would rather spend money at Valentine's Day. Y'all would rather spend money on your family, allegedly, at Christmas time instead of giving it to me. You should give it to me. You give it to the Lord in the name of the Lord. I'm taking it in the name of the Lord. These people playing with God, okay? At the end of the day, and child, if that's what they want to do, but the fact that there's people still in 2026 that allow this to happen and believe this shit is beyond me. But let's hear what else.
If you believe in God for your business to make $1 million, it could be a $10,000 seed. If you
look at that, all you got to do is $10,000. And what's the key? He said there, a business. Sis, because you already know that everybody got a business because the only way that black people are going to make it is to open up a business. And you know I got a business. So go ahead and talk about what it is that's going to get to ya.
You believe in God? Well, it could be a $20,000.
Let's just take it to 20. All you got to do you believe in God? I mean, you are in church, so of course you're not going to say, I don't believe in God because you would look crazy, right? You believe in God? Of course I believe in God, Pastor. Then you should give 20,000. Just go ahead and give 20,000.
See, I'm just going to tell y'all, it's already in writing.
It's already in the Bible, child. Y'all better go ahead and follow the Bible, child. You better go ahead and follow. Child, look up the part about being in debt, though.
I believe in God for 7 people to give a $20,000 seed.
7 of y'all? You should be asking your deacons and your board members and the choir. Ask them. Child, shouldn't this be at a nightly meeting where you ask your people for that money? Okay, it's just me.
I know they're going to have this on the internet, but I don't care.
Oh, good. At least he don't care. Because I'm going to talk about you.
Somebody going to hear it and they going to give the 20,000.
Yeah, that's all that matters as long as he get his 20,000. But not y'all, be all upset with Drewski because his point was true. Y'all knew it. And that's why y'all was upset because you thought your grift was going to be effed up. So now that it's kind of died down, y'all back to what it is. This is pastor number like 4 or 5 in the last 7 days that we have seen do this mess.
I'm believing God for so many of you. I don't know the number right offhand, but I'm believing God for
Well, child, you should know the Lord is on the hotline. Y'all know that song from way back in the day. Jesus on the hotline.
a number of you to give a $10,000 seed, a number of you to give a $5,000 seed. Y'all, some of y'all sitting in here right now with $5,000 purses.
Oh, talking to the sisters. Talking to the sisters. He always been talking to y'all though, for the most part. Y'all sitting up here with $5,000 purses. So is that what's going on over here? So that's how there's 171 million people on vacation. Now the amount of debt is crazy, and we are at levels last seen at around 2008. But y'all, don't worry about that. These pastors are not teaching you that. They're not teaching you not to be in debt, because honestly, if they taught you how to budget and your finances and to not be in debt, then you could give more money because you'd be able to save more money. But instead of doing that, they would rather get you into debt, tell you that you got to give, do it in the name of the Lord, and then they just going to leave you out there and you're going to be out there on TV. Then y'all going to be mad at me when I'm like, child, you looking crazy. It's not on me. It's on you for listening to people that don't give a damn about you. Now, I know y'all are like, but that don't have nothing to do with Greek. Oh, but it does, because they all stick to damn together. Shout out to Mona D in the building. I see you, boo. That's the stars. Yeah, girl. He talking to that's the stars, because they own a business. Sis, he should be saying you need to be paying your debt off. You need to not be taking any more debt. If you got a Klarna, a firm, or any of that, then you can't afford it. You need to leave it there. You need to make sure your credit is right. You need to go ahead and get that job. You need to go ahead and see what you can do in order to get a raise. You need to make sure that you're not taking anything else out on debt. You shouldn't be going on vacation. You shouldn't be spending unnecessary money. You need to save. You see the economy. You see how the people are being laid off. You could be next. There's no rhyme or reason. Anything could happen. But what this pastor is saying is take out a credit. Child, I don't know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Tadisha. Thank you, boo. She says, so is God a poor? I think Jesus was poor. However, these people certainly don't live that way. Now, do they? Do they? I don't think they do. Like somebody said before, he just out here dressed in street clothes, like he probably about to go to a Omega Psi Phi meeting. No shade, D9, but let's be honest here. Y'all gonna help each other. Why are you not asking Rolly, Clown, Ricky, them 3 girls over there, Marilyn Mosby? Don't Marilyn Mosby owe y'all something? Go ask her for the shit. They got it. They got it. How come they not going to their brothers and sisters, y'all? Because they certainly gonna go to their brothers and sisters when they needed to make that damn money for Cam now, didn't they? Didn't they? Oh yeah, everybody won't forget about that. I ain't forgetting, okay? Shout out to Reaper. Thank you for another 5. He said pocket watching with the pastor. These are Joel Osteen and TV preacher's sons. Him too. He didn't want to bring them people in when there was that disaster, I think in Texas, and he said he didn't want to get his church messed. People still going to his ass too, as he's doing just fine. Ooh, child, yeah, keep giving your money to these people, child.
They don't never have a sale. If Louis Vuitton had a 24-hour sale, some of y'all would apply for a credit card.
First of all, Louis Vuitton don't need to have a sale, even though I do think he's right. So he's just saying, child, just go ahead and get into debt for the Lord. Allah equal by the transitive property, me, because I'm in charge of the money.
I'm tired. Put it on the internet. I don't care. Go apply for a credit card. You would apply for a credit card to do anything else? Go get you a credit card so you can obey God.
I want to know who goes to this church or who knows about this church. What do they give back to the community? What do these pastors give back to the community? Anybody? Bueller? Because banks have to give back to the community. They have to reinvest in the towns, cities where they open a branch. What do these people do? How many times did we ask about the churches when we was watching Big Tiff? We ain't seen none. I don't recall seeing any. Y'all let me know what you saw. But they always asking for something, huh? They're supposed to be giving. They're supposed to be giving. They're supposed to be helping. They're supposed to be solving and resolving problems. All right. Anyway, it's me. I know it's just me.